What's up, everyone, and welcome to day 67 of the challenge, Vlogmas day 13. And if you're watching this, you're probably wondering, like, hey, did she record this on the same night that she just finished up day 13 or 14? It's actually day 14 for you guys. Welcome to day 14 of Vlogmas. All right, so it is late. My job had our Christmas party today. It started at 8 o'clock in the morning. It went from 8 to 2. We didn't get there until like 9:05 because I'm like, we don't need to have breakfast. We have to drive an hour. Somebody decided to play hooky from work. Migraine, that's what they told me. But they joined me at the Christmas party. I think he enjoys like meeting my coworkers and colleagues and all of that stuff. But the highlight of my day, of course, I have to tell a story. The highlight of my day was that during our Christmas party, they do what's called an employee recognition, and they acknowledge folks that have been there for 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20, 25, and beyond. And I came on at the college in 2019, so I never got recognition for being there for 1 year because it was during you know what year. So typically you have to put in a year, so then at your 1.5 year mark you will be acknowledged. In my case, I have been there for 5.5 years. I'm in my 6th year, so they acknowledge me for my 5 year. This was huge for me because I have never in my entire career worked anywhere for longer than 2.5 years. Yes, I am that extennial, that millennial, whatever you want to call it, that was like not loyal to a company, just was like, I'm gonna go here, go there, doesn't matter. If you do me dirty, I'm gonna be like, peace out, I'm not doing this with you. And it's something about this place and where I work at that it's really slowed me down in a lot of ways. And I don't want to say slowed me down, but there's bigger purpose. I'm not saying it's a perfect place to work at because it's certainly not perfect. No place is perfect. But I'm definitely working in a place where I feel like my purpose and higher calling of what I'm supposed to be doing right now, present day of my life, I'm in the right place. And I have moments that I'm like, I don't know if I can do another day. I don't know if I can do another month. And somehow, I've got some really great friends there that, we kind of all have to talk each other off the ledge every now and again because things can get really frustrating. But just knowing that I have that kind of support helps me keep going, if that makes sense. I would not be an entrepreneur if it wasn't for this employer. I would not have the opportunity to be able to adjunct at other institutions. I wouldn't be able to go to some of the amazing conferences I've been able to attend if I wasn't a part of this college. Just a lot of opportunity. It's really, yeah. And that's, I guess, what I'm learning too. Like, that's also part of just higher education. Just, I don't know. It's, to me, I feel like my 19-year-old self that's like, oh, I wanted to pay it forward to my field. This could not be a better place to be paying it forward to. So, yes, there are trials and tribulations, but at the end of the day, like, I know I'm where I need to be at this time. So, anyways, as far as the challenge today, I did walking. After the party, we were walking around downtown Tucson, and let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. And when we got back home, I think I took some pictures there too. We walked downtown. Oh, we went to this really cool wine bar. And, I'm like really celebrating the fact that the semester is over. And I'm like, oh my gosh, the only thing I have to focus on now is literally my paper. And it's just like the best feeling of relief because I don't have to worry about doing anything. But we went to the wine bar, we hung out, and then on the way home, I was like, I'm actually really tired. I feel like the whole semester just kind of hit me with a ton of bricks. So when I got home, I fell asleep on the couch. And so you guys are catching me after this like 2 hour slumber of a nap. And I'm like, I need to record my Vlogmas and I need to do my daily like things that I have to do. So I'm still in my party dress. Because I told myself, I was like, I'm going to stay in my party dress because I need to be able to record in the vlog. So anyways, I will insert some pictures so you guys can see my actual dress. It's a 9 West dress that I got from Kohl's. And I don't know, I was like, it's kind of a joke. I think it's funny that my dean always tells people I'm a fashionista. I don't see myself as a fashionista. I just see myself as someone, when I go to work, I put myself together. So when I'm remote, I mean, you guys have seen me. I don't have on makeup. I'm in athleisure clothes, it's just different. But when I step out, like I put myself together. So anyways, I found this dress and I was like, ooh, that would be great to wear for Christmas because it's got like a little sparkle to it and it's green, but it's not red. It's got pink and like some fuchsia here. And I really like it. And part of me was like inspired by the Wicked theme. And so I'm like, ooh, that'll be perfect. So that's why my nails are purple. So it kind of like blends in. That was the whole intent. So anyways, um, so the outfit was a hit. People always ask me, where do I get, like, where did I find that dress? And I'm like, oh girl, I got it at Kohl's. I went to 9 West, that little section. And actually, believe it or not, like when I tried it on, I didn't try it on in the store. I could actually size down one. I think I bought this in an XXL, but I probably should have got an XL, but I didn't know, I don't know. So anyways, let's get on with it. As far as the writing, as soon as I'm done recording this, guess what I'm going to be doing? I'm going to have my laptop or my tablet, and I'll be up front, and I'm going to be watching Jamie Foxx on Netflix because I hear it's really, really good. So I'm like, ooh, I need to watch this. So I'm a huge Jamie Foxx fan, so I want to definitely watch that. And when he had his medical scare, I definitely was praying for him. I was really worried, concerned. There's a lot of unknowns, but he just always seemed like a really solid, good person. Plus, I mean, my YouTube bestie, Miss D, was like, hey, you need to watch that. I'm like, I got you, girl. I will be watching it. So I have to be careful, though, when I watch stuff like that. So you guys don't know this, but 3 years ago, I started writing. Well, let me backtrack. 4 years ago, almost 5 years ago, I started a podcast called Black in Nature. Well, it's underneath Deanna Reese Williams. You can find it on Spotify. And so I did this podcast series, Black in Nature, season 1 and 2. I was doing ECE interviews, ECE meaning early childhood education. And 2021, I had a huge shift in my life. I was working with a content creator strategist, and basically she had really recommended, she said, I know you have a lot going on in your life right now, but you're a writer, and if I could recommend something, you need to write and start like processing what's going on. And at first I was like, okay. And then I was like, you know what? She's absolutely right. And so I started writing what was supposed to be season 3 of Black in Nature. And if any of you are creative, you'll probably relate to this, but like sometimes you think a project is going one way, and then you realize like in the midst of it and towards the end of it, like, this is not really finished. And then I also realized like, this is not a podcast. Like there's more to this story that needs to be talked about. And it's more or less me writing essays of what's going on in my life. And I realized like it needs to be like an audiobook of some sort. And so I've just but I also realized there's more to share about that story. It's a project that I started in 2021. And now I'll be picking it back up in 2024, late 2024 into 2025. Not because it's necessarily finished, but there's more to the story. And the reason why I'm saying there's more is because part of what I felt like as a woman, of what I was going through, I feel like oftentimes we go through a lot of things and there's not always like a space to go to. There's not always a community to talk about it. I'm not going to say I didn't have friends, because I certainly had friends and I had family that was supportive, but not everyone could relate to what I was going through. And so it's a different type of grieving that I experienced that no one can really understand what that grieving feels like unless you've been through it. So probably folks that have been kinship guardians, maybe even foster parents that have like raised a child for such a long extended period of time. In my case, it was 10 years. And it was really life changing. I'll just say that. It was very much life changing. Again, thank God for amazing therapist, or to my amazing therapist that I had at the time, or counselor, and just helping me process through all of that. And then of course writing. And so I want to get to a point where it's like, all right, I've gone to the therapy. I'm good. I can handle this. The fact that I'm talking about it with you guys is huge, because I couldn't even have this conversation 3 years ago. But I'm healing. That's the point. And so I want to be able to pay it forward to so many other women, whether they have gone through something similar to me or not. But I just think that those type of stories need to be like elevated in the process. So anyways, enough of my chatty business. Let's get down to what you guys are all here for. I don't have any Christmassy theme today, other than I went to the Christmas party, which I didn't take any pictures there. Honestly, intentional, very intentional. But I got a picture outside in my outfit. So like I said, I'll share that with you guys. But all right, so we have our Ulta 12 Days of Beauty, 12 Piece of Beauty Advent Calendar by Joy Bright. We completed day 2 yesterday, so we are on to day 3, which means we are on to, I think, day 14 and the other one. Anyways, let's not confuse ourselves. All right, what do we have here? Ooh, a lip mask. Ugh, this is good. Like, I might actually try this today. Oh my gosh, this box is giving me life. This is so much better than the other one. I'm sorry, guys. I know I say that with every single unwrapping with Ulta. It's only day 3, but I'm just like, it's so good. So, so good. Yeah, this is a good one. So far we've had lipstick, just so you can see, nice neutral tone, dark color. We have a matte lip cream. Not really my shade, but I think with the right, ironically, with the right lip liner, even though you guys know I'm a little sassy about lip liner, I think this can work, or even with like the right kind of gloss. I wouldn't use too much. And now I have a lip mask. I mean, so far, I'm like, dude, I'm going to keep everything from Ulta. Sorry, Miss D and anyone else that wants to put their name in. But to get a free item. All right, so we are on day 14, which is all the way over here, day 14. Let's see, what do we have? Emery board. I mean, at this point, it makes sense. Because we got top coat yesterday. And we got white nail polish. And we got... I mean, you kind of got to have all these things to do your nails, right? Ta-da! nail art, top coat, white nail polish, emery board, tweezers, the only thing I'm keeping from all of this, anti-dark circles, cleansing wipes, bubble bath and shower gel, blackhead remover, red lip liner, well, kind of red, and we also have our watermelon face mask. That's what we got going here. And you know, the big star of the show, also known as Miss Sylvia. That's what we got from Sephora. Can you see why I'm like, look at this, 3 items. 3 items. And I'm like, yeah, I would keep that. I would use that. Compared to what, the 14 items I've gotten here. I think this is my deal. Like, I wish this was more than just a one use. That's the problem. I'm like, I only get 1 use out of this. You guys couldn't be bothered to give me like 2 or 3, you know, to really like say whether or not I would go into Sephora and buy this. And then the things that you can use more than once, I'm like, I don't, even if I didn't wear nails, I don't wear white nail polish. I don't know. And this tomfoolery over here, the nail art, I mean, what am I? I like nail art, clearly. But if I had my great niece here, like, sure, this would be cute for her. But like, as a, not that grown-ups don't do this. I'm not saying we don't, but I'm just like, come on. Anyways, y'all have a great day. Have a great night and an amazing morning for whenever you're watching this video. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow on the next day of Vlogmas. Take care. Good day. Good night. And it goes